Move your bra. Let your breast be out there. And that was how my breast was out there. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jessica. I'm Rich, and with me here is my baby April. How you all doing? Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm a mom to this beautiful baby, and her name is April. So she's going to be here with me, and don't get irritated. Trust me, this video is necessary. I just have to do it. So I want to share my story of how I had mastitis. Yes, mastitis is when I gave birth. That was my first time of hearing the word mastitis, and it was then I realized that it's a thing among people who give birth or new moms, especially. I'm going to make the story short and brief as possible. So after giving birth, I was always going to the hospital for my weekly checkup, routine checkup. I was going like 2 weeks and every week. But I noticed that when breastfeeding, one side of your breast is always bigger than the other. And I noticed that one side is always feeling like a stone, like. And I go online to check, and they will be like, okay, you put the water to boil, mix it with the warm water, use a towel, apply it on that area, and then give your baby to suck or you pump out. So I was doing that, and every time it gets like worse and worse. So I went to the hospital and told the doctor about it. I happened to meet a female doctor at my appointment, and she explained to me that I should try as much as possible to pumping it every time, like pump and pour away. Like if I'm not careful, it's going to be infected. So I never took her seriously, but I'm like, my baby is eating it. So if I'm feeding and pumping, there is no need. Do you understand? So fast forward to the day I was feeling I was feeling somehow that particular day. God so kind. My husband traveled for a job, and he came on Tuesday. He just surprised and came on Tuesday. I was alone with my mother-in-law with the baby. Even my mother-in-law could not do much. So it all started in the night. I was feeling sick, but I was like, oh, let me just sleep it off. Maybe I'm tired because of the baby. The next day I'll be better. That wasn't that wasn't my case. At about 12 in the night, in the midnight, I started feeling cold. I was feeling feverish. I called myself. It got so bad. I had to wear socks. It got so bad. I had to double the trousers I was wearing and look for more things to cover up myself. And next thing I was feeling severe pains in my left boobs, and my breast was big and very hard. I thought to myself, okay, let me go and get hot water and just apply it. I never mix it. I like put it there. It wasn't helping. I pumped. It was painful. Even before then, I've been feeling pains like when I want to pump, my nipples were hurting, but I was bearing it. But this time around, this particular midnight, it was the pain was unbearable. Like I could not pump because my nipples were hurting, but I had to pump even amid the pain. It was so painful. I was crying. I was literally crying, begging God to make this pain go away. I felt like okay, it's a normal thing. The next thing, I started having the urge to throw up. I was running temperature, and I saw myself like I'm not getting any better. It's getting worse. So I said, okay, let me see if I could take hot tea. I went to the kitchen, made tea, drank. And then I woke up and like something is wrong. I explained to her I was crying. I was in severe pains. I'm not talking about. I don't know which pain was more difficult, that childbirth or that. I can't think about it right now. So I then drank the tea. She said, okay, maybe I should drink the tea. Maybe it's going to help. Nothing. She was like, have you pressed with hot water? I said, yes, I've done it. Same things. I'm like, oh, I'm good with pains. Let me just go to bed and maybe it's going to go away. I think I took paracetamol. Did I? I can't remember. When I go to bed, it became so worse. Like I was shaking. In less than 2 hours, 3 hours, it became so bad, very bad. I thought I was about to, you know, go. I just went where my husband was, woke him up, as I'm not feeling well, that I should take me to the hospital. And that was early in the morning, at about 4. And he just woke from sleep. He was just wondering what's going on. Next night, I threw up. And at that moment, you realize that, okay, this is serious. And that was how we prepared and went to the hospital. I was on cardigan, I was shaking, and we got to the hospital and then went to emergency. The doctor on ground, like she doesn't know much about it. I explained to her what's going on. I think she had to call out another doctor, and the doctor told her what to do. Maybe you think it was a tumor or anything, but I was praying, oh God, please, I don't pray for it to be cancer. I don't know how it is, but I don't pray for it to be cancer. That was having my mind. And then they checked, okay, they asked me to lie down on the bed in emergency, and I was telling them that my heart is beating more than usual. It's not beating the way it's supposed to be beating. That they should please check my BP. Yeah, and the nurse went. She checked my BP, and she's like, "No, no, no, this is too much." Told my husband to go get the doctor. Okay, when the doctor came, the doctor will see what her BP is. Not the. I don't think it's the one that is. I don't know. The one down was very very high. He said, "No, this is too much," because I was literally feeling my heart. Want to sleep, baby? I was literally feeling my heart beating like it wants to leave my body. That was how bad it was. So the doctor came, gave my prescribed drugs to my husband, especially one particular. I'll tell you, paracetamol. Like they call it hot paracetamol. I never knew paracetamol can be that like hot. My husband went, rushed, got it on some drips, and that was it. They started to infuse the hot paracetamol in my hand. The nurse was telling me that it's going to hurt. I was like, it's not normal drip that we used to take into our veins or injections now. She said, no, this one is different. And when she started, or more, she was putting it little by little, but the pain was much. The pain was much. The pain was much. See, if anything is wrong with your body, speak out, talk to the doctors because sometimes they are so busy with other patients that they might not be paying attention to you that much. So you have to let them know that something is really wrong with your body. And after giving me that, that was when my body calmed down. Like my heart beats came down to normal. Now to my husband or my parents, they were thinking, oh, it's because I was taking cold drinks, because I was eating sugary things, and that's why it happened. And when they asked, my husband had asked the doctor, she said it's called mastitis. When you are a new mom and you are breastfeeding and the breast milk is not coming, is not leaving. I don't know how to put it. Like just like you have a container that's being produced with milk and not all of them is pumped out. Another one comes to meet the other one there. So the ones that are already there will get infected because they are not being taken out. I don't know if I'm making sense. So that's what caused it. So in that way it gets infected and that's what caused the mastitis in me. So they said that way I don't need to wait for the baby to just eat or feed. All I should do once I feel my breast is full, pump it and pour out, pump and pour out. I don't need to make the breast to stay there, the milk to stay there. I'm waiting for the baby to be ready to eat. So that's what happened to me. And guess what? When the nurses came, the matron, she came, I was like, what's the problem? And the other nurse told her what the problem is. She said, madam, move your clothes, move your bra, let your breast be out there. And that was how my breast was out there. What was just gushing out with milk. Gushing out with milk. My breast was everywhere. Anybody that comes into emergency, people's husbands, people's brothers, they all see my boobs. My boobs was on the outside. My boobs was out there. And my mom was not liking it. My husband, I could see his face. When he came on, like, why did you? I said, the nurse, they asked me to open my boobs like this. Like this. And then I was in emergency. So if you're a new mom and this is what you're experiencing, once you start experiencing it, if you know something cannot be, just go to the hospital and they will tell you what to do. Some people say they put hot stone. I'm like, how will I use hot stone? You send go to the hospital and just receive the drip or whatever they are putting so that that thing will just flush out. And since then, that was the last I had that particular thing. So this is my experience of how I had mastitis. Let me know if you've experienced it and what you use, or let me know what you did to help relieve yourself of that thing called mastitis. Thanks for watching. If you've gotten to this stage, I want to say thank you and don't forget to like my video and share.